Welcome to Season 2 of Persian Alphabet. In the new season, we want to learn vowels. Yes, in Persian language, we also have vowels just like English because we need sounds to make those consonants move, to make them sound like something, to make them show their presence. Listen to me. Ab. Remember ab? We had it in previous season. It's the same as water. Ab. What's the first sound that you hear in this word? Ah. Exactly. Ah. Ah is the first of the Persian vowels. Wherever it comes, no matter first or in the middle or at the end of a word or a vocabulary, it makes that consonant sound ah. It may be attached to something or it will be separate. Ab. Where does it come? Yes, at the beginning of this vocabulary. You remember what ab means, right? Ab is the same as water, so we know a and we know be, but we don't have anything to do with be right now. We want to pay attention to the first part. Remember the first a? Yes, with the hat. It comes first and it sounds like a. Now the next one. Again, pay attention to me. Ba. Ba. Where do you hear the ah sound in this word? Yes. Somehow we can say the second sound that we hear, b, ah, and together it's ba. So ah made b sound ba. Now look here. Look at this red part. It's attached to be. You know be. So it makes be sound ba. Now let's see how we write these down and how we should know when to use which one of these. Let's go. Look here. We had two A's, remember? Capital A and lowercase or small a. What's the difference between them? First of all, this one has a hat. This one doesn't. So we know this, we don't confuse them with each other, but there's something. This one only comes at the beginning of the words. This one comes in the middle or at the end. It does something else too. It's either attached to another alphabet or it's completely separate. It depends on that alphabet that you are using. Look here. For example, in ab, I don't want you to write this down. I just want you to look at it, to see this and remember how we write it down. Look at the first one. In ab, if you remember, we put a at the beginning of it. So I use which one? The hat one. So it's ab. It's at the beginning, so it has the hat. I use the capital one. What about this one? For this one, because it's the second sound and it comes both in the middle of the word and at the end of the word, I use the lowercase or small one. Easy, isn't it? So capital always at the beginning, capital A always at the beginning, and this lowercase or small one in the middle or at the end, and it's both attached to another consonant or doesn't. Let's see what practices we have for next session. For next session, I want you to go back and again write like just one page of these two and remember those vocabulary that we learned. In ab, remember what was another one? آسمان, بابا. All the vocabulary that we worked with in previous session, and try to think, even if you see them somewhere, try to pay attention to the part that where we use the capital one and where we use this lowercase or small one. Just pay attention. Just notice these little things that will make you to understand it better. Of course, in future sessions, we will understand how to write them down and make them work. But first, let's see what are all the vowels, okay? It was great to see you guys again. I will see you next session for the next vowel that we are going to learn. So until then, bye.